What's going on, ASOP family? It's your boy Truth. I show up for Truth Over Narrative. Welcome to ASOP Boxing Talk. So as by the title, as by the thumbnail, y'all can see what we about to get into already, man. We about to get into Gary Antuanne Russell versus Andy Hiraoka. Hey man, listen. Hold on. Look, before we get into that, I want to thank everybody for rocking with ASOP Boxing. And I know y'all rocking with me because
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
hey, Roger, man, we appreciate it, man. Look, y'all gonna hear that from me and Roger every time. Now, listen, man, for this Andy Hiraoka, Gary Russell fight, I done took my notes. I done sat down. I done put some meticulous notes together. So let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we gonna get right into it. I don't want to hold y'all long. So as we know, number one, for me, I think this might be the most dangerous 140 pound fight right now. You know what I'm saying? Gary, he bringing pressure. He bringing power, championship experience now that he done beat Rayo. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he even had the Puyo loss before the Rayo fight. You see what I'm saying? And then you got somebody like Andy Hiraoka out of Japan. Don't nobody really know him. He did stop Jin Sasaki, who Brian Norman stopped brutally. He did stop Ishmael Barroso, who was damn near this close to getting Rolly out of there, who got O'Hara Davies out of there. You know what I'm saying? But this is a real fight right here. And again, I think I'm telling you, man, I think this was dangerous, right? So you got Gary Antuanne Russell, bro. He not a boxer who play around. He not in there point fighting. You know what I'm saying? But he not a guy that's gonna go in there and coast with you. Gary Antuanne Russell come to fight, point blank period. He gonna pressure you. He gonna sit in the pocket, and everything he throwing damn near got bad intentions with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a question right now. Some fighters, you kind of look at them compared to their weight class, and you saying, damn, well, I like his power, but he not strong for 140. Gary is strong. He is a strong, full 140 pound puncher, bro. You see what I'm saying? And he's in there to hurt you. Gary not playing. He not in there to hurt you. He's in there with pressure. He's in there with a boxing IQ, coming in there smart, and he trying to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other token, you got Andy Hiraoka again. And a lot of these fights, man, you gotta preface it by understanding, right? It's gonna be a before fight conversation, and it's gonna be an after fight conversation. What I'm talking about when it comes to Andy Hiraoka is with the competition that he's faced already. So no, he doesn't have a Rayo Valenzuela on his resume. No, he don't got a Victor Postol. No, I don't think he has a Francis Barthélemy. You know what I'm saying? But again, you can only judge a fighter by the fights that he's fought and the style that he's used so far, right? So with that being said, you got somebody here in Andy Hiraoka who's damn near 6 feet tall, right? So in Gary Antuanne's toughest fight, which was the Puyo fight, they said that Gary 5'9". I don't believe that. I think Gary's more so 5'7", maybe 5'8", possibly, right? But that Puyo fight, we seen Puyo was able to use his distance. We seen Puyo was punching while Gary was punching. You seen he was making Gary pay for being off balance. You know what I'm saying? And I think that with Hiroka's build, with Hiraoka being damn near 6 foot, he got a 5-inch reach advantage. Gary got a 69-inch arm reach. Hiraoka got a 74-inch arm reach. So with that 5-inch arm reach and that height advantage, this matchup essentially plays right into the physics of Andy Hiraoka. You got a taller guy, a long, rangy jab guy, also a southpaw, just like Puyo was, right? You know what I'm saying? This guy is I don't want to say Gary tailor-made, but for what Andy Hiraoka does well, Gary could fit the mold of a fighter that he could possibly shine against, right? So again, Hiraoka, long jab, patient, counter puncher. He liked to throw that check hook out of there. He comfortable fighting that range. And to me, I think that I can't say that he is just like Alberto Puyo, but I will say is they have a similar fighting style. And I do think that Andy Hiraoka got more pop than Alberto Puyo. Andy Hiraoka is 24-0, 19 stoppages. So right there. And I think he like on a 10-12 fight stoppage streak. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not mistaken. So again, right, you essentially you got southpaw versus southpaw, right? We got it with southpaw versus southpaw, right? The lead foot battle critical in this joint, right? Whoever is kind of controlling that lead foot, whoever is able to keep their lead foot on the outside, and especially Hiraoka needing to keep his lead foot on the outside, he's gonna have the advantage if he could do that. A guy like Gary Antuanne, he might not necessarily need to be on the outside because he's looking to pressure and he's looking to get inside anyway. He's looking to attack from those inside angles where you can't, like, he wants to be able to attack where you can't necessarily attack back. But again, in order to do that, Gary Antuanne gotta break that distance. He has to be able to break Andy Hiraoka's distance in his jab. You know what I'm saying? Again, like I said, Russell gonna try to close the distance. He's gonna try to attack the body. He cannot let Andy Hiraoka get comfortable at all. Right? Again, somebody that like the jab, that like to counter off the jab. And again, Andy Hiraoka got some pop, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not here to, play the upset guy. But hey, listen, we seen Gary Antuanne lose before. We seen a similar style to what this guy's coming in the ring with. Now, again, I gotta preface it by understanding Puello has fought a Akhmadov. Puello has went tooth and nail with a Subriel Matias. Puello has beat Gary Antuanne Russell already. So I'm not comparing them as saying that these two guys are on the same caliber because we've seen the level of competition that Puello has already beaten. But what I'm saying is Andy Hiraoka, same age as Gary Antuanne, got very similar things stylistically as Puello. Hey, man, if Gary Antuanne has not made those proper adjustments, it could be a long fight for him. It could definitely be a long fight for him. The X factor to this fight, I think, is discipline. If Russell get reckless and he chasing and he getting foot over foot and he's staying off balance and falling off balance, Hiraoka could punish him. I'm not saying he could stop him, but he may be able to drop him, and he for sure could be able to hurt him. Again, we seen Barthélemy hurt him, right? We seen Postal touch him up, I guess, early in that fight, you could say. Who else did he fight, man? In that we seen Gary hurt a couple times. At least even in that Barthélemy fight, we seen him hurt a couple times. Not to say that his chin is cracked and nothing like that. Again, I don't, because you got to speak like this because people tend to take what you say and run with it. But he got to make sure he's staying on his P's and Q's, right? Hiraoka he got to prove at some point that he can trade with Gary Antuanne. If he think he's gonna be on that jab all day and he gonna just be there and be jabbing and turning, Gary is he's too athletic for that. Right now, what I do notice is that Hiraoka is one of them guys, like his style is not set up for long exchanges. Right, he might want to land a punch, maybe a 1-2-3 punch combination, and then move out the way. He do like to move straight back, right? When he's in the inside, he does look a little lost, right? He may land a punch and he like what we call take pictures, Hiraoka, right? So he may land a punch and then admire his work. He don't got that much head movement either, right? Again, for somebody that throws 3, double, triple, quadruple jabs, body punches up and down, right? That might be a little tough for Hiraoka without no head movement with all of them punches that Gary is throwing. Again, depending on how quick and often Gary is able to break that distance and how uncomfortable he can make Hiraoka. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Gary will break him down, right? My final prediction. I think that Gary Antuanne will break Hiraoka down. I think that at some point in that fight, Gary will be hurt, maybe even dropped. You know what I'm saying? But I'm thinking round 10, 11, I think Gary Antuanne is going to get that stoppage. Again, if Andy Hiraoka is able to hurt Gary and possibly eke out a win, I don't think that's all the way out of the question. I think that this is a 60-40 fight, maybe 65-35 fight, but Andy Hiraoka is live. And again, I'm saying because Gary Antuanne has shown us that he's human. He's shown us that there's a style and there's a blueprint to fighting him, which Alberto Puello, I think he fought that blueprint well. And I think that Hiraoka could do the same thing. Again, you notice I keep repeating the same things because I see in the film that they're very similar in kind of what they could do. But again, Hiraoka got more power, and Hiraoka has got stoppages. Puello is not a fighter known for his power at 140. You know what I'm saying? So again, I think Gary could win the fight by 9 through 11. I want to say. I think it's a chance that we see both fighters knocked down. I also think it's a chance that maybe he hasn't learned from the Puello fight, and Andy Hiraoka is able to outbox him for a long time. Maybe he's able to hurt him. I mean, I'm telling you, Hiraoka could crack. You know what I'm saying? But the question is, what is Hiraoka going to do once Gary is able to break that distance? Again, Hiraoka, jab, jab, counter, reset. Jab, jab, counter, reset. If that's all he coming to the table with, it's going to be a long night, because the thing that kind of put me in that I don't know with Gary Antuanne is because this guy is a former amateur standout. We did see a different style from him fighting Rayo. I don't know how deep Gary Antuanne bag is, but I think it's very deep. And you got a fighter that we seen kind of pressure fight and come forward a lot of his fights and get knockouts, but also he could have used that for those guys. I think Gary Antuanne bag is a little deeper. I think he showed us in the Rayo fight that he got a deeper bag, right? I never seen this guy tired. He's fighting from round 1 to round 12, from bing to bing. He fighting. You see what I'm saying? And so it just, man, I'm telling you, this is a dangerous fight for Gary Antuanne. This is not a gimme fight. You know what I'm saying? But either way, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. This gonna be one hell of a fight this weekend, man. I'm excited. I'm ready for it, man. But let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy True. That was the breakdown. Gary Antuanne Russell versus Andy Hiraoka for that WBA straight that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. It's A-Side, man. We out.